So for Halloween this year, I dressed up as a beautiful creature that I think deserves attention.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nobody's been talking about the bees recently.
Ted, do you know what I am?
No, I know Michael is. He's a bee, though.
What bee is you?
An endangered species, and we're trying to bring some attention to the cause.
Absolutely.
You know our newfound fame.
So you're a black lobster this year?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Thanks
for the gift sub.
You know the rock lobster?
No. I know. Oh, you're talking about Family Guy.
Cousin of Rock Croc.
Yes, Family Guy.
Rock? Isn't Rock?
Where's my
You know
tail?
the dude from fucking
Is it up?
Mario?
Oh, it's on the couch.
Mario something? Mario
Judah?
Not Mario Judah. We're talking about Mario Judah.
Oh, I didn't.
Where the fuck is Mario Judah?
Did you not put socks on?
I didn't wear.
Oh my fucking
I was
God.
really busy. I will hide my feet. I swear.
Ryan Toes on the pod.
Ryan
Part
toes.
100.
Well, all my toes are over here anyway. You know.
Yeah.
Scorpions don't have toes.
Well, like these are toes now.
I don't want to talk about it like that.
Probably starting. So anyway, I was tweeting before I came in here, and right as I was about to switch off to farm review for ourselves with my own computer, I hear Mango say Allston Melee, and I'm not even in chat. You know, I'm just like have his video up, and I'm like, what? So I go in there, and he's like Crimson Blur, like, you know, maybe Allston Melee, blah, blah, something. You'd be higher. So I dropped the smiley in chat, and he's like, "Oh, Ryan, you're an Allston Melee. You're what's the deal?" And I just said another smiley face, and I would drop the. I'm actually streaming right now, but that's very rude.
Yeah.
This is doing someone
Not
else's
good
stream.
streamer culture.
No, bad streamer culture.
Farming for viewers in someone else's stream is fucked up.
Yeah,
Don't
really
do that.
bad.
Yeah, not cool.
Even
But it's a
when,
hustle.
even when it's Mango, shouldn't do that.
Shouldn't do to anybody.
Yeah.
About the stream, come hang out. Nah, fuck
Same
that.
thing with like if Mango was to do that in our chat, like, oh yeah, that's cool, guys. I'm gonna come talk about this on our channel. I'd be like, this bastard.
Son of a bitch.
I gotta like.
We're covering the same topics over here.
I gotta like Allston Melee just being a promo channel for other channels. Like whenever we're streaming, you can just come in,
Dude,
try to
good
win
topic.
over the viewers.
I'm like
Yeah.
talking about that.
I appreciate
If you guys are interested, go check out Matt.Zeb's Twitter.
It's a guerrilla warfare.
But before we get started, you can hear ASMR.
We've already started.
I know, but not like start.
Oh,
you know,
this is like the foe.
with all the topics and stuff. I wanted to ban that guy. Whoever posted their Twitter in chat, ban that guy. I don't care who he is.
We don't have mods.
I don't care what he's done for us.
Do we not have mods?
You ban him. Sean's a mod.
If Matt's not a mod, we don't have mods.
That's a good point. Why is it mine a mod?
I don't know. He didn't deserve it.
You can't buy mod.
Keep trying, Matt.
That's a joke. You can buy mod.
Yes, you can. Anyway, I noticed in the comments to one of our beautiful videos.
Don't read those.
for the podcast.
Oh, read those. Those are constructive.
Yeah. That some people are putting us on while they play unranked net play,
good.
like in the background.
I fuck that.
So,
I fuck with that.
I ask any of you if you
Be toxic right now.
if you're in the mood, and B, if you're in the mood, get on your net play, put us on for some unranked, and at the end of this episode, like drop like a fun little story of what happened to you on net play. Because every session I do is always something that like sticks out.
That's
to be
it.
like the other night, I was playing Falco Fox, this random person. I forget their tag. Sorry, random person, but you suck. Anyway, pretty much kicking their ass.
Thanks, Matt.
It's going great. And but then at one point, they kind of do an okay thing on me for the last stock, and they taunt. Come on.
Cringe.
And I'm like, man. And we've had like no taunts at all till this one moment.
Ryan was playing me.
We're all doing so. It's so nice. It's so nice and not toxic. I mean, all of a sudden, it's super toxic. So and when I say super toxic, it was one taunt.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So I immediately pick Puff, up the rest of them about a billion times, like 4 times. It's a 3 stock. It's brutal. And then the next game, back to Falco, back to like nothing ever happened. Just gave him one for the one. Just show him, hey,
One for the one.
come on.
I think the entire point of Slippi Unranked is trying to convince people that you play a different character than you actually play. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a big part of it. Yeah.
Like the whole goal is to make this person actually believe that I main Captain Falcon right now.
Oh, fucking
And then
Falcon
if there's
man.
any point that they start to show the cracks in the armor, it's just like, oh, by the way, plot twist. I made this one now.
Cheers.
Yeah, beer meats.
Oh,
Beer meats, beer meats,
hey,
beer meats.
everybody.
Yeah,
love.
really a pleasure.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks, Matt.
Also, throughout this episode, periodically I will be dropping code words that the viewers will have to string together
We're
into
not
a
doing that
final
every
phrase.
single time. No.
What? I want to do it. We've never done it before.
I like one at the very end that, like, you know.
Then the people can cheat and they can just go to the very end.
That's okay. Cheat and comment. I don't care.
I'm doing it.
I'll
Anyway.
still
No,
like 'em.
it's a random point. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. Your tuna salmon thing from last time. I was so confused.
What? Everyone got it right.
People just comment things and I'm like, oh, cool, bingo. And then somebody else does it. I'm like,
Jay, you
oh,
know
I guess
what?
we said
See,
that at some point.
there's our mod.
Who? What?
Thank you, Sean. we have a mod.
Let's go. Thanks
That's
for
the
subbing.
one. That's the one mod. He's the best one we have.
Your first word.
So you're all on.
Oh my God, what's
You're on
the-
thin ice now.
Italian.
Hey, Couch Mango. What do you want my 100 sub to go to? Oh,
Hungry Box.
is Hot Toddy subbed?
Could be hot toddy. Could be
Box, who do we want to all vote on? Who deserves a sub?
who would
Lean
never
Goy?
sub to
Does
us.
Goy have a?
Lean Goy is a great answer.
What's Lean Goy's Twitch?
Find Goy. It's certainly
Lean
not.
underscore Goy.
I think you're right. We,
Yep.
we need that Goy money.
Oh, Snow Wiener is Zach subbed? I doubt Zach subbed.
I think Zach is subbed.
Nah, there's no way. Anyway, but yeah, those are some ideas.
Matt, you pick. Surprise us.
Yeah, you pick good people. I have some things.
Boo. Okay.
I didn't want
Boo? What are we not talking about?
No,
Halloween.
Halloween? Where are you?
Oh.
You're a garden gnome.
I'm a garden. I'm
You're
a
a
garden
gnome,
gnome.
quote unquote.
Over the garden wall. I'm
You're
Wart.
Wart.
Name
Yes.
is Wart.
How do you spell wart?
He's cynical. He's kind of like
That's not how you spell it.
like imagine if there was Cartoon Network Sasuke and he was a little bit more of a bitch.
Was it
This
Sasuke
kind of
on
hair-
Cartoon Network?
It's hard to. That's
fuck.
well. Toonami doesn't count.
Yeah, Toonami's barely
It's
Cartoon.
way cooler.
It's
way cooler. Toonami is just cooler Cartoon Network.
Yep. Whoa! I love bits.
Was it Sasuke already a
He's a
bitch?
sub-cower.
Sasuke was already a bitch. Sasuke's
He's a
the
bigger
worst.
bitch.
Cartoon Network Sasuke, are you serious, fatty?
Yeah,
No,
you can
worse.
tell he likes the show.
Owned.
What are all these?
That's what
emotes?
are you?
I don't know. Twitch just gives you emotes. They're like, oh, you got an emote no one cares about. Here's like fish sandal. It's like no one cares.
I
Can we
love
use
fish
it?
sandal.
Oh, fish sandal.
Show
I think only the chat
Sandals.
can use it.
What are you?
Well, we do need some. If we have in 14 more %, we need the hype train. Hype
Hype
train.
train! Oh, we get hype. Get hype.
Get hype.
Sucks. Fuck hype train.
Yeah.
thanks.
What is happening?
But keep subscribing.
Sorry, we're a big Eris house though. We just
Get
always
hype.
quote Eris.
Yeah.
Me and Mike will just be in our rooms, just go and just go like, I love bits.
I love bits.
It's great.
You know what? I
Hype
don't like
train.
Hype train. Woo! The Twitch execs are like,
Translates great to you.
Anyway, yeah, sorry. You two people, once again, I love ya.
what are we talking about this week, Ryan?
Well, I'm a scorpion.
Besides Halloween.
To finish this statement, I'm a scorpion. Scorpions are cool.
It
and
looks just as weird. It probably looks distorted over here, but it looks just as weird in real life.
And for any of you astrology fans, it is Scorpio season.
This sucks.
So, get mad or something. Michael, you're something I barely see anymore.
I'm a bee. I'm a bee this year.
Save them.
I'm scared because they're endangered. So you want to help the bees.
Spooky.
Spooky. Well, what's a world without pollen and shit? What do bees do? What do you do?
Playing with
And when Mike gets really drunk, he turns into a wasp.
Yeah, I get really angry.
He just fights everybody.
Fuck yeah, I'm a bee. It was
Nice.
$15.
And Theodore.
I am sticking with the bug theme. I am the worm, the '90s bowl number 91, Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
We had a theme. And then Patty's a garden gnome. Which patrols over the
Of
insects.
course. He's our insect dad.
Yes.
Even though he's not an insect. He just kind of is there to watch us.
Well, my dad's not really,
he's-
like the same species as I am anyway,
What does that mean? He's a Republican?
Yep. Nice. Good link. Anyway,
I think he comes to
anywho, What happened? So here's some things that happened.
Oh, I know something.
Oh, tell me.
Matt became a commentator.
Woo! Yeah, Matt was a commentator.
Baby's first commentator, except it's a really important event. That's the most important event right
You did
now.
a great job.
Yeah.
I thought he killed it.
Me too.
Dude, I came in and Ryan was watching the Twitch TV on the TV. And I saw Matt on there and I was like, oh, Matt's on it? Like, what's the special announcement that he's on here for?
That's right, yeah.
I thought Matt was on for some.
Shine online.
Yeah.
I say hi and all right, Matt, Toph, come on in.
Yeah, but then Ryan's like, no, he's commentating. I was like, oh, cool. No, we don't have to listen right now. I can listen to him later too.
Oh yeah, and everyone was enjoying it too. Like I've only seen like very positive things about like just because Matt had the stats. Matt did some homework and like someone would come up and they'd be like, Matt, tell us about this guy. And Matt's like, dude,
Let me tell you.
let me tell you.
Yeah.
Azel? I know all about Azel.
I know his first name, his last name, his middle name.
Social security number, his car keys.
Yeah.
I think it's weird sometimes when it's like someone you're friends with is doing the commentary, like especially like I don't know, like sometimes like oh I know that person, so it's like kind of judge them on a different scale. It's kind of like the same thing when you hear your friends make music.
Yeah.
It like doesn't sound like music; it sounds like music that your friends made.
I agree.
Yep.
And I didn't have that feel watching Matt's commentary, which is it's the best compliment I could possibly give.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, it didn't feel like I'm talking to Matt. It felt like, oh, commentator. It's like, oh, it's also Matt, though, so I like this.
Yeah.
Do you have any critiques?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't had a single intelligent conversation with Matt ever. So it was really cool to see him like just talk about stuff. And I'm like, oh, Matt, he does those stuff, huh?
I thought the coolest part was it's a really good blend between all the way professional Matt and just hanging out with Matt.
Yeah,
playing
hype
Melee.
Matt. Yeah.
It's kind of like it's a good middle ground. Like even seeing Matt on like professional calls, which I was like kind of scared that it might be, and it wasn't that, and that was cool.
I got one.
I'd say the only critique is something that he's already working on, which I was like, it's like, oh, it didn't seem like he like knew every single detail about the up and coming players, and I don't blame him for not knowing all that. But he's even on Twitter being like, how do I find more information about this? No, thanks.
Just be less handsome next time. It was distracting.
It was pretty distracting. And Matt will be back this Saturday.
Just like Marvel.
For some more. Hey, thanks, Kevin. Thank you. With some more commentary.
I can't wait.
And Don B, miss him, man. God.
Are we at Don B?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
We got the show.
What do you say, Mike? You got something?
I'm literally just gonna say that Matt's a very handsome boy, and I miss him lots, and I hope he comes and visits soon. Because it's been like a year now. No, it hasn't. That's a lie.
He was literally just here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just COVID.
I love bits.
Anyway, going back in time. When this week started off, there was a 200 entry online event.
No fucking way.
It was the qualifiers for this weekend's Slippi Summit.
Nice.
So that was important to point out. 200 people competing.
That's a lot of people.
Is so cool.
You know?
Actually a hard bracket. Like a lot of the times with the net play tournaments, like, oh, bro, I could make it a top 32 at this tournament if I just had the right, the right wave. Because Ganon God 69 is making it to top 30. Not actually, but you know what I mean? Like this kind of
Ganon God.
And this bracket was like, oh, nope, I would have lost it here at this point. I would have lost here at this point. It was much more of like this is an actual stacked bracket. That's cool.
And Ryobeat pointed out that there were 2 Peaches in top 16 and 5 total in top 32.
It's pretty good.
Which he quoted for Crimson Blur and was like, "Hey, your comment kind of looks pretty stupid right now."
Listen up, number 10 of all time. You can shut the fuck up about characters.
I love that every single Peach main everywhere was like, guess I'm entering the net play tournament this weekend.
Which I don't think he was trying to do, but like, what a great byproduct of that tweet. Honestly, it helps. Like, no matter what the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the why you want to do it, the intention.
There you go.
Whatever the intention was, like, it actually did help as far as motivation for those players playing those wacky little non-spacies characters. No sword having, no spacey having.
Do you know who the Peaches were?
I know Triff wasn't involved.
No
so
Triff, huh?
for the best Peach, we have right now to not be in the top 5 peaches that made this top 32, that's pretty cool.
Was it like Laud, I assume?
I don't think Laud was in there either.
Jesus
in
Christ.
Ribbit's tweet, he said that the top 2 peaches weren't there. So in my head, that means Triff and Laud.
Yeah.
There were like 2 or 3 who I weren't as familiar with. Players who made it there, who were peach players.
So like
It was-
Cobb.
No, I know those people. It was like the
Riley.
new wave. It wasn't. I don't
Newer
think
wave.
it was
The new wave of peach.
Billy. Who's the guy who entered the New England Arcadian?
Oh, what's his name?
not
Silly
Billy.
Willy?
Silly. It wasn't Silly Willy, but it was like.
I hope it wasn't silly.
So
Willy.
it was another piece from his region.
Willie P.
Willie P.
Bats.
Yeah, I
Cowboys
think it
got
was
us.
Was it
Cowboy.
Wooback Willie?
Yeah, such a cover. Anyway,
Oh,
they're
Pelipper?
Not Pelipper.
maybe
Wait, really? No.
Pelipper's the bomb piece, right?
Huh?
Like the bomb, like the one that does bomb stuff.
I thought Pelipper was Jason.
That was also Jason before.
Okay.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, I think we're talking about the same person.
that was
Anyway.
Falco or something. I don't know. But anyway, moving on from that. So that fed into actual Slippi that Mike and I actually watched like all day.
We did. It was great.
We were just hung over, just on the couch, just watching some Slippi.
Fuck yeah, brother.
I tuned into a good bit of it too.
You were popping in and out. You had your own kind of Sleepy Sunday.
It was a
Ted Tom, I call it.
Sunday.
Yeah. The house typically does, except for this month specifically, tries to like just sleep on Sundays.
It's our
Yeah.
sleep day.
Everyone's in their room. We all just hibernate, just relax.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really see much. But did you guys have any takeaways specifically from the Slippi event? Have you watched?
I wish Mango played better.
Yeah.
I wish HBox was there to compete.
Wait, on that real quick,
Okay.
Mike.
Yep.
I saw this fucking funny tweet
Hit me with it.
about Face Roll beating Mango.
Okay.
Did you know that Face Roll mangoed Mango?
How do you mean?
Explain.
Connor the Kid reports
Okay.
that
Secret.
that Face Roll the night before the event was up till 4 a.m. drinking, playing Overwatch, and then for the next day to beat Mango.
Played Overwatch.
He Mango. I mean, let's ignore.
Okay, we can look
let's ignore the
Face
weird
Roll
part.
plays Overwatch in 2020.
I mean, he's
Who does he play?
He's Jason's friend. He's Infinite Numbers friend, right? Like
Jason doesn't play Overwatch.
he was an Overwatch fan for sure.
Was he?
Oh yeah,
That does
definitely.
not seem like a Jason game.
Definitely an Anna player.
Anna.
Shot in the dark.
Oh.
Shot in the dark. But
I don't like face roll anymore.
That's
Let's go
hilarious.
Spark.
isn't that funny? He mangoed Mango.
Get owned, Mango.
Hey,
fair.
he kicked his ass.
It was a tight set, but like it felt like Face Roll was in control the whole time. I will
didn't
admit
take
it was definitely like Mango's he's coming back. Where it's like, dude, Face Roll shouldn't be. What?
Yeah. No, I get you, man.
Face Roll should be coming back, not the other way around.
Yeah, I get you.
But you said something else about.
I just wish
HBox?
it's just HBox. I wish Axe was playing. I wish just a lot of the players who I'd expect to play better and be there were there. But it is cool to see people like Face Roll like perform well and then fucking kick dick.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those tournaments where the people who are seeded to do well don't really do as well, but it like kind of opens up the door for other players to come in, and it's kind of like the glass half full or situation where it's like you can either look at it like oh shit, top players are playing bad, or oh shit, up and coming players are taking wins. And obviously, there's a medium for there's a real answer for either of those.
It's about time for a fucking Pew Pew run. It's been so long. I need Pew Pew to fucking do something.
He beat SFAT. That's cool.
That is cool.
We
Just
didn't expect that.
do something. It is cool. I'm sorry.
Getting in his way though are all these dang Sheiks doing so well.
Fucking Sheiks.
Yeah.
Plup, who played Sheik against PPU and beat him.
Surprisingly, which we said last podcast that he had said that his Sheik was dead from an ultimate.
But he brought it back for the Marth matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes it in the Marth matchup.
Which he should, right? Like that makes sense.
Yeah. And then there's him, there's Spark, there's Face Roll, Shroomed in the bracket this week.
What a fucking Sheik.
Hey man, I'm
That's
getting
true.
in and out every week.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's so funny.
What we were saying, Shroomed is the coat. The most consistent of all time.
He's nothing if not consistent.
He,
The one energy we get.
That is going to be
He
a
gets
code
out.
check. Code check for the Slippi Summit.
I don't know if anyone's made this joke yet, but you know the Simpsons meme with Grandpa going in, putting his coat on the thing, turning around. That's literally
that's the
Duan
one
every
in
week.
and out Summit. Oh my! One thing I want Ted to explain a little bit, which he pointed out so brilliantly when he joined us on the couch to watch it, was Acklo's perfect New York 3-0 on Bobby Big Balls.
Oh yeah. So Acklo just plays in like such a classic tri-state style.
Yeah.
Like he's
I like that description.
like he's a type of fox that every time you would go to a NEBS or you go to a tri-state tournament, whatever, you'd sit down and play against a random fox and they would play like Acklo. Like in the sense where like they're really good, they're really technical, they're so down to camp you,
Yeah.
lame as fuck. They don't care. Like half what their game plan is just to like annoy you and make you like do something stupid. So you run in and do something stupid. And it just works. Like Acklo like plays that tri-state style, and it just fucking destroyed Bobby Big Balls.
He bit his controller.
He bit his
What are you
controller.
for? Come on.
He's teething.
He's teething.
I will say the coolest part about that is I do feel like the Tri-State Foxes have unlocked their brain. Like there absolutely was a point where it was just they had reached the tippity top of Tri-State Fox, and they're just like, oh, okay, you know, Sox will get there eventually, but like, you know, how much better can Hacks be with the box? And then it's just power unlocked, and it's like all of them just got power unlocked. Like Acklo became way better, IBDW became top 10. Obviously, it's not around the same point, but it's like they all kind of unlock the brain at the same time.
Yeah.
What's Hex up to?
He hates online.
Saving the world.
Are you
What do you
serious?
mean?
He doesn't like net play. He decided he abstains from it.
He direct connects
Yeah.
with people.
Also, Uma, yes, Patty is worked.
What?
Hi, I am.
Hi.
But yeah, he said he
No.
abstains. He says nope. He says net play. I don't want any part of it. And
Why?
The biggest thing is he's like, I will never stream because it's an unfair portion of money to streamers. Like too much money to streamers.
I mean, yeah.
He thinks that it's too
he thinks
easy.
to be that successful.
He thinks
that's
it's too
crazy.
easy to make
Yeah, that's a
enough
weird reason
to
to
make
not
a lot of
do it.
money.
Crazy. He thinks he's breaking 500. There's no fucking way.
Also, I also
like
think
Gandhi.
he doesn't monetize his YouTube videos for the same reason.
I think he's consistent. I give him that.
Whatever. If you have a bad opinion, at least have a bad opinion all the time.
Hacks, you can make money. Like, it's fine. Like, you don't care.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know why you think we care.
It's a him thing. I know people like
Yeah, it's
this
definitely
who
more
are just like,
It's
listen,
cool.
I don't believe in
Stick
this.
to it.
I follow bands who are like, we didn't sell merch because we're not a fucking t-shirt store.
Yeah.
Like yes, that makes sense. No, we won't do it. We'll just be poor and we'll tour. And it's like, all right, cool.
But I think a part of it's like people would love to watch Hacks do box stuff
Absolutely.
all day. You know
Box
what I mean?
cam.
Yeah, or just like talk about things. So like, but anyway, whatever.
If you're
Cool.
not,
Hacks can do
if you're
whatever
not
he wants.
doing that, you probably have other things to do. Is what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. He's not
Save
sitting
the
down
world.
going like, man, yeah, saving the world.
That's what he's doing. What do you mean?
He's just in a white room. He's in stasis.
He's
A laptop on his lap.
he's meditating like Raven in the Fast Forward and Teen Titans. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
nice. What I thought of immediately was at the end of Halo 3, he's like, Cortana, wake me when you need me. And he goes to the station.
I was thinking like Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh,
when
and
the
the-
red laser that comes up.
I was
and he's
thinking a lot more Elon Musk vibe. Like somebody calls him, he's like, "Make it quick. You have 2 minutes."
To solve
And they're like,
the
"Oh, the really important information about box," and he just hangs up on them mid conversation.
In Phantom Menace, do both Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon get trapped behind the laser walls?
No.
Is it just
Obi-Wan's
It's
trapped behind, and then the what?
How do they open those, by the way?
They're separate. They get separated.
Qui-Gon is in the middle.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan is separated behind him, and then Darth Maul's on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why are they fighting him?
because
he's
he's evil.
bad.
That's a game
He's
theory.
a Sith. I watched a video on this real quick. I watched a video about Lego Star Wars.
I love Lego Star Wars.
by
them.
that guy who we like, Mike. Shift Productions, whatever.
I can't recall.
The guy who makes the DreamWorks stuff.
Oh, yeah,
video.
he's cool. Chef Rillis or something like that.
All that's a good video. If you like long form videos, he's great. But and he was doing the Lego Star Wars series, and he dropped a very real opinion that is the prequels are best Oh man, the sucker.
Trick or treat.
Too much force and a bad catch. Now do it.
That is ramen for sure.
That sucks.
Well, see, if that was a basketball, he would have caught it.
Yeah, okay.
All right. What about the prequels?
Point is, they're best watched through the Lego Star Wars, and that's the point.
What the? Oh, wait, what?
Lego Star Wars Phantom Menace is better than the Phantom
Oh,
Menace.
duh, yeah.
I would say, you say dub. It's like a cool, like, you know.
It's because I'm gonna say duh because you disagree? You love pod racing?
I love the prequels.
But I imagine playing it, and Jar Jar jumps big.
I do like it when Jar Jar jumps big.
Remember when Yoda's death sound in Lego Star Wars was like a meme for a while?
He rates all the death sounds.
Does he now?
At the end, yeah.
One time I watched a 2-hour video of every Star Wars death sound on like a character select screen.
Okay, I'll
I
bring
don't
it back.
know what was wrong with it.
I'll bring it back. My biggest takeaway from the Slippi things
Okay.
isn't even really Slippi related. It's that I'm kind of burnt out on Melee content that aren't tournaments. The tournaments have been cool.
And Allston Melee.
But like, yeah, I've been making Allston Melee videos. It's like, you know, kind of burnt out on a lot of Melee content.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Toe's videos are rad.
Yeah.
I don't think I would normally like a Toe video. You know, not even that, like, what... Like, I don't think I'd like just someone talking about Slippi stuff on stream. But it's good. It's good content.
Some other highlights from Slippi I want to glaze over was Axis Falco versus Spark. Me and Mike were chomping at the bit making a meme for that, but then Axe lost, so we couldn't make the meme. So we made a separate meme about being mad we couldn't make that meme. It was great.
Spark clutched the fuck out of that.
He did clutch. It was 2-0. 2-0 Axis Falco.
Spark
and
is so
Spark
rad.
fought back. Spark's cool. We like Spark.
We like Spark here. Friend of the
Spark's
podcast.
funny and cool. Funny on Twitter. Cool in play. Lame as a person.
Yeah.
But that's just, that's a good
We're
try.
down.
It's a good try for us. We like
Too
that.
bad.
Fiction got 3-1 by 2 Falcons.
So good. Thank God.
That's hilarious.
That was the highlight of my day.
Didn't realize that.
Yep. To Gatsu and to Wizrobe. Yeah, to Wizrobe. Wizrobe and Gatsu. Gatsu owned him.
Gatsu did own him. That was the most fun I've had watching a set.
Mike's a big Gatsu fan for some reason.
I like Gatsu. He's
That's cool.
I like Gatsu.
Does
Well, I
Weird
think
stuff.
that's true, but Mike's like, I love Gatsu. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Did you guys see that Wizrobe taunt tweet? That
No.
was
Oh,
fun.
I think I noticed. I didn't read it, though.
Oh
No. It's the invincibility, right?
yeah, Cabin Falcon has some weird thing on the bottom of his hitbox when he taunts, and like basically Wizrobe taunts and a fox runs up down smashes and doesn't hit the Falcon at all,
Hell yeah.
even though it's like right on him. Ned didn't know that.
It was crazy. Other last things to note for it were that the grand finals of the event was Zane Face Roll, which is pretty because Face Roll beat Mango, then beat None, and then took the first game off Zane, then lost 3 games after.
Yeah.
Still really good effort, really cool.
To be expected, but sick ass run.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
for Face Roll.
The loss was to be expected. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, it was. But that first game was like, wait a minute, is he gonna do it?
It's not even like he has to win 2 sets there or anything.
No, yeah, just one best of 5, but that's still a lot to ask for against the best player in the world, Zane.
Yeah. Zane is so good.
Oh yeah,
Zane is so good.
Zane, he's
Especially that matchup.
Yeah, and he's known for beating Sheiks. Like it's good. And then they didn't pick the next matches, like right there. They only picked one. That was Zane picked his next match for next week, which was Mango.
Yep.
Zane said, "Hey, I'm just gonna force this." So I know Mango said, "I'm not playing Zane at all this week. I'll see you on Saturday. We'll play then."
Organic.
Yeah, and also I think Mango has like birthday plans for his son.
JoJo.
So he wasn't planning on competing too much. So he's practicing for it, and he's expecting to hit a sub goal to do it. But I think it's more than likely he's gonna play Zane, and he might just drop out. I don't know. I'm unsure. I don't know if the party's gonna be Sunday or Saturday or whatever. I don't know what his schedule is.
We'll see.
But ideally he plays Zane and he beats him, and he just says, I'm gonna continue playing.
Yeah.
That'd be the better thing. But the very, very last thing is that they announced two things this weekend, which was that everyone who is in both divisions 1 and 2 at the end of Saturday will be invited to Slippi Summit happening in November.
Cool.
To play like Summit style stuff, but from the comfort of your own home. So you do miss that, being in the same house together, but you still get to play the high level melee, which is awesome.
That's cool.
Yep. And then
vote and stuff.
Four spots open. We don't know how you get that spot, but 4 spots are open. At 16 players qualify, they want 20. So I'm not sure how that's going to be assigned, but yeah, there are 4 spots empty after this qualifying. So people playing today at the East Coast to make top 8 for the top 16 match against the people playing tomorrow for the other qualifiers on West Coast, they'll play for a chance to get a spot in Slippi Summit. So that's cool. And then also the first week of December, they announced Big House Online.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Which I'm interested to see how that goes, or if there's any more information on that coming out later. Like, just sounds like it's just, does that crack 1,000 entrants? No. Like, I don't see what the...
Joe Guy said that he has a cool thing to announce with it, though.
Yeah, so we'll wait on that.
Some sort of... He's like, it's going to be a little bit different or something. Good, exactly.
Maybe I heard Swiss or something. It might be Swiss somehow.
I'd love to see a Swiss Melee bracket.
Or like some kind of like tiered event or something.
Neat.
But before we get to the back of my paper, Patty, I believe you wanted to talk about a free way to make money on a Leffen advertisement.
Get rich quick.
Oh, I really didn't have much to add.
Sell knives.
But yeah, Leffen's doing a pod that... On Leffen's recent videos for the podcast thing, which I really dig.
It was a goat debate. He was
the goats thing.
Yeah.
He was promoting a website in the description that was linked to some like CS:GO selling scam thing.
He also promoted it in his own like video.
I didn't even see that part.
In the video, he's like, "Hey guys, I'm Leffen and I love opinions, and I gotta afford my anime games, my Genshin Impact or whatever." So
I really didn't dig deep, but I know I've seen people post about that same one being sus, and I was like, huh.
So it's a CS:GO chess gambling roulette site or something, probably, right?
Something of that sort that they like rebranded from that. I know what like, they're at now.
Two streamers who have gotten in huge trouble for doing stuff like that.
I don't think Leffen's connected in any way. Probably just like, yeah, I'll take however much money. But
strange.
I don't know. I didn't think Leffen to be that. Leffen's usually the one to call out the people having sus support.
Maybe they're not sus anymore.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Maybe they're cool.
Convince me.
Opinions.com.
Pedos is gonna need to do some.
Give your opinions. Make money.
Oh,
give us money.
Just check the description of Leffen's new podcast vid and didn't see anything. Huh?
Oh no, not. Well, that's the thing. It's not the podcast vid. It's the It's his goat video. It's who is the goat of Melee, and it's like a 20-minute video. And the very beginning of it, he talks about it.
Oh, okay.
It's not the podcast video. It's his goat video.
That's true. It might be TSM thing and not Leffen connected.
Oh, probably.
That's a good point.
TSM.
I
think it's Q1 right now.
So the next subject, which is closer to home, is Ian.
The machine.
Ian the Machine is asking about anyone interested in a NEM Slippi crew battle. Possibly with state crew battles, possibly team crew battles. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
Time to get the band back together.
So the hardest part from our end is like crews is really hard to stream from net play, especially. You know what I mean?
Good.
Like obviously.
Why?
Yeah, why is it hard?
Because having two people playing each other is hard enough to connect into that with like Discord restreaming and everything. It just gets like 10 times harder when you're having a 5v5.
It's just obnoxious, I think.
Yeah, it's just 5 more possibilities for things to go wrong, or even more.
Got you.
So that part kind of sucks. I think it just works to just host an event that works like that, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you potentially could just run a challenge bracket and have people communicate through Discord. Like, it makes sense to just run as a thing. It's really hard to think about streaming it logistically. Like, I think you could like record the matchups in the Slippi recording thing and then restream them and watch them. This is the way that I think could work.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about it because, like, I'd love to be able to stream this event. That'd be super dope from Allston Melee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kind of really hard, though.
Yeah. I mean, so I love the idea because New England loves crews historically. I mean, everyone loves crews, but New England kind of has like a
Love crews.
weird connection to crews. I think that's stronger than most other regions. And so I think it's perfect. Makes sense. I love crews. We love crews. We like seeing whose crew's best.
Like we had a podcast earlier about the state crew battles and how that would go.
Yeah.
So I'm more curious about if we can just get some, just some homie crews. But that's what I want to see more personally.
Homie crews are cool, but then you always get like people that just like make the stacked crew.
True.
And it's just like
we're homies because we're good.
Yeah, we're homies because we're the first 5 on the PR.
Yeah. But it's fine. Hey, those are your homies. Those are your homies.
each their own.
Yeah, to each their own. Hey, and when top players come and do that at Shine Cruise, it's like, hey, cool.
Get your shit. You know what I'm saying? Our
Pretty
crews
cool.
probably have more fun than your crew does.
We haven't talked to Ian directly about it yet. I sent him an eyes emoji from our account
And I
to
believe
show interest.
Matt has pledged $100.
Yeah, Matt Odzep did say, I will just fund this because I'm Matt and I love New England.
Yeah, straight out of crypto coins.
Yeah.
Bowser's champion.
You
The
guys,
same place where your subscriptions came from.
yeah.
Crypto coin.
I got a little info from Johnny about our buddy Jack's crypto investments
Oh, cool.
Wait,
yeah.
recently.
Which Jack?
The
D-Jack.
E-Jack? Oh, okay, got you.
The Jack.
Michael.
If you know, you know. Jack.
Got you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
his crypto investments. Dude is like 6 digits.
Yeah, of course he is.
Like crazy.
6?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good amount of money.
You expect it
that's
wouldn't
a
be?
fuck ton of money.
No. I would not expect that.
I totally expect
Michael has no concept. of anything.
I totally get it. Makes sense to me.
He's smart and handsome. He has tons of money.
Makes sense. The fact that you're surprised is embarrassing.
Dude is up like a ridiculous amount and just fucking staying with it.
I'll say I have...
Keep going.
I have some Jack info of my own.
Okay.
On the current look is apparently much different than what we know him as.
Oh my
Tell me he's
God.
goth now. Tell me he's goth now.
Apparently he has giant beard, very long hair, and like looks absolutely nothing like he once did.
Wow.
I hope we
That's
pass him on. the street
Also, like,
sometime
kind of
so he
changed
doesn't know it.
fashion apparently, and that's from somebody who's in a co-op with him.
Damn.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Damn.
I'm excited to see the new look.
Keep it going.
I'm
If
excited to never see it.
Yeah, if we ever see it.
I always thought one of these days we're gonna have Johnny and Ant, and he's just gonna be there.
Yeah.
Oh, also big coats are a must apparently lately.
Big coats.
Big coats are a must
Big
lately.
coats.
Sweet. I gotta get my big coats on. Just in case.
And that's our Jack.
Easy run into it.
Yep.
That's our
That's
Jack
the
Attack news.
I have a topic
Tell
Okay.
me.
that I was
You better.
Ryan is a Panda Global insider.
Me?
Yeah. Ryan knows information that not even players for Panda Global know.
What the hell are you talking about?
Like a month and a half ago,
I know.
Ryan on a podcast was like, hey, you guys hear about Panda Global making controllers? And we're all like, I don't know, fucking fuck that. It seems weird.
Oh yeah.
And then Panda Global just like announced that they're doing controllers.
No, they reminded us.
And then Plup and like Eastham were like, what? You guys are doing controllers?
They had this ad so long ago, and I just saw it, and I kept the memory. Yeah. They said they were making a good controller, and they recently just announced. They made another tweet saying, "Hey, oh no, they didn't make another tweet." Amy Sinister retweeted it and was like, "Hey, I hope this isn't getting delayed because this sounds pretty cool." Like the idea is that at least from our side of it is that these controllers that they're manufacturing are gonna all have perfect snapback.
Whoa.
Like the the dead zones and stuff, it's all gonna be like the ideal controller. Like they're gonna make bad controllers from Nintendo on purpose that fit our needs.
Yeah.
I'll say
Because our good controllers are bad controllers by their definition.
the part that's a little bit of a red flag is your Smash players aren't the ones testing the controllers. A little bit of a red flag to me.
I mean, but
Wait, how do you know that?
Because
they
Plub
were
is
surprised.
responding.
Was it an actual, like, were they legit surprised, or were they just spreading
That's
it
a good point.
for PG?
It's a good point.
that is a good point.
Yeah,
They
it seems
seem-
a little high level.
They seemed actually surprised.
Okay,
That's
I'll believe it.
fair. You know, they could be in on the
Like,
bid.
whoa!
Yeah, they could be
Or by
wrong.
the
Yeah,
esports
sure.
company that I'm involved with.
I'm saying they're not.
I doubt. So I'm thinking if I'm Plup, he doesn't do nothing about nothing.
It's true.
I feel like he gets a DM from a Panda Gold people saying, "Hey, retweet our tweet about controllers," and like, can you like surprise about it? Can you be like, "Oh my god, what?" You know, draw some attention to it.
That's where I'm at.
I just feel like if you're having Plub test the controller, then it's probably good for him to be like, I support this controller.
That's a good point too.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
But yeah, I see both sides.
Either way, we don't know.
Hopefully he's actually tested it. That's all I.
Very much where I stand right now on this. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
I'm
But
definitely.
it's like a leprechaun.
Like, I think we've all used third-party controllers at one point or another in our life,
Yes, sir.
and we all use Nintendo GameCube controllers.
Mm-hmm.
I'll believe a good third-party controller when I see it.
I think the age is different now, Ted.
Hey, it is, but the fact that there aren't any, I think, speaks certain volumes.
Okie dokie.
My theory is that it's dweened and capacitored. Because I think that actually might be the cheapest way to make a good controller consistently.
They tween it out.
Like
It's prob-
taking a Nintendo controller and tweening it and capacitoring it.
I don't know how much of they took the Nintendo controller
I think you can do
in
that.
terms of like reproducing them, but yeah, that makes sense to me.
Is there a I mean, obviously there's not. How do you... Don't they have this patented? What do you...
Third party.
I guess, but how do you, I don't even know how third-party people get away with just replicating a controller. Like,
Well, it's a
legally.
little different, you know. The pause button's a little different.
Oh, that's true.
You got
So stupid.
you got turbo. You
There's
got
a button above it. It's like,
yeah.
other
That-
pause.
You got two Z's.
Yeah.
Mad Catz gets approved by Nintendo to make controllers.
I didn't know that.
Like they have to get approved to be able to make like officially licensed Nintendo controllers, even if they are third party.
I'll tell you my main point of like what's going on here is the it's your Smash controller. Smash General.
Oh, good. Great point.
Like what's
Good point.
you know, like not saying that a good controller Melee is a good Ultimate controller, but I don't know. I just think like, you know, that generalization, you know, because like if my perfect controller that I don't need to buy ever again has notches, you know, has the
All kinds.
greased LR, like, you know, it's souped up.
Yeah, mine has some springs out of it.
Yeah, there's a lot, and I think this would be a great, you know, ideally this is a cheaper controller, but the modders can buy in bulk, so they can like, you know, do their thing to it, and it's a better base point.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point. Yeah.
That would be cool, even if it's just fucking paint. You know, at least like they start off with a good controller. You just fucking do some little doodles on it, and you got some. You got your shiny Mew thing or something.
Hell yeah.
You know,
I saw
your Borat controller.
a video which is
My
related,
wife.
which is kind of hilarious. Nintendo is currently going through a wild lawsuit about Joy-Con drifts
Whoa.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
on the
I feel
Switch controllers.
What's that?
People are relating it to like the red ring of death from the Xbox, which is like a huge $1 billion thing.
What happens is
So-
on
yeah.
a controller, they're called Joy-Cons on the Switch,
Okay.
and the analog sticks have a high chance of just randomly drifting.
It's essentially like when they go back to neutral on the drifting, it like can drift a certain direction based on like the snapback to neutral. And I saw some dude compare it to the GameCube's snapback, and it's like a much less degree in our game or in GameCube compared to like the Switch.
Gotcha.
But it's kind of wild that that the problem that exists in our games still exists even more in a Nintendo product now. Like that's way more of a problem now. It's just essentially snapback to like the third degree.
It's because the shit they make is cheap.
Yeah, they're just making toys.
Yeah, they do. It's true. Nintendo makes toys. I mean, I'm not even joking.
They make electronic toys.
They just legit make toys.
Yeah, that's weird.
Damn.
Yeah, Nintendo sucks at making controllers, and we should never
They do.
expect them to
Oh,
be
except
good
for the
at it.
GameCube.
Well,
They
they
still kind of suck.
I love it.
but they make the thing that drives me nuts is the controllers that we use. The best controllers in the world are controllers with defects.
Yeah.
That's why we use them. They have dead zones that actually work in our favor.
Oh.
Like it's more complicated than that. I'm oversimplifying. I understand that, but like it's something. But anyway, so yeah, I am hoping those will come out. I'm excited to see that. I think the last kind of real big thing I have for us, at least, is Patty put out a really great video this week.
Absolutely,
it
he
got
did.
so much attention.
Yeah. I thought it was cool. This is something me and Ryan talked about earlier. That even though the views on it on YouTube weren't like as much as some of our other videos,
It's long.
the reception from the Melee community was way better.
Absolutely.
And I personally care way more about our reception in the Melee community than our reception in the YouTube community. But
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, ideally you get both, but like,
Yeah.
Allston Melee has been missing some high level followers, let's say.
Oh yeah.
So getting those,
It was great.
huge for
It's a
us.
great video. It was long, but in I was never bored or fucking anything like that. It was like well paced, detail oriented. It was great. It was I think the best video you've probably made yet. It was fantastic. I enjoyed watching it. And a lot of people who care about the game did too, judging by the amount of like pretty heartfelt comments we received on Twitter and the like, and even YouTube. And you should be proud.
It's funny because last week the video was our most popular on Reddit, right, Patty? Mm-hmm. And this week it's the videos most popular on Twitter,
Yeah,
like by
definitely.
far.
Hitting all the platforms.
Hitting all the platforms. And then we also have videos that hit best on YouTube.
Next week, Etsy.
Ooh, Etsy.
Get our Etsy videos up.
Etsy vid. But how do you feel about it, Patty?
Vimeo.
It's definitely super cool. Like seeing the people that I tried to show recognition for react in positive ways is rad. You know what I mean? Making a video about Sheridan and then Sheridan being like, hey, you know, people don't make videos about me or other people on this video. That's rad. And that's something I'll endlessly appreciate.
Oh, also, Patty, here's my question. How are you the first person to do this? That's insane to me. And
is insane.
And all these people make these top 10 videos and stuff. I won't name names, but like supplying no commentary, no story. You can't do that for TOs. You gotta talk about it. You gotta explain it. But like, it's just so cool that like, you know, someone in our community, being you, Patty, has actually been like, yo, like I can talk about TOs and explain why they're important.
Yeah, I think everyone talks a big game about like shining light on the unsung heroes of Melee, and like I'm totally down to use the platform in that way because I think those stories are rad. So thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I think especially like I will always try to make videos that haven't been necessarily done before, and not because like, oh, I'm trying to create content that hasn't been done, more because like I think there are plenty of stories that deserve coverage that like haven't been done. In terms of like the video directly, I think it didn't do as well because it like in terms of the YouTube stuff, because strictly that it's the first 30-minute long edited content it really ever put out.
Is that the longest?
Yeah, it's the longest one, and I think it kind of fell into the trap of YouTube thinking that it might have been one of our podcasts.
Oh, okay, which no one likes.
I think they love, but they promote it different ways. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't really care that that didn't have the same reception. I think there is something to say that like turning people on to the Melee community is one of the most beneficial things of the videos that I make, and that's something that I really didn't even ever think about. And I think that's what getting a bunch of views on YouTube does. Mm-hmm. I very much appreciate being recognized by the people that, you know, I look up to, because that's rad, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
For show.
But I will say, it's kind of a little numbing. like this is 3 days later and we release weekly videos. I'm way more focused on the next one, but that's cool because like these videos can live on for someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this video can be something for Juggle Guy or any of these, or the Kish brothers or these people to like this is now someone else's content. And I think that's by far the coolest part. Where like I'm focusing on the next video now and I'm kind of like numb to the reception. Like this is still someone's, I don't know, experience to Melee for the first time maybe, or like that kind of thing. That's super cool.
They can show it. They can say, yo, I made a top 10 list. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, the fact that it's like, it just doesn't feel like it's my content anymore. It feels like it's Melee's content is by far the coolest part.
Yeah, it is Melee's content.
Woo!
I love like all the I mean, my phone's hooked up to the Twitter, so I'm getting all the notifications too from it, and just like all the love for it, and especially just people saying like, hey, like my local TO is like the hero. Like I love my TO is awesome. Thank you to my TO. Like yeah, exactly. Like I want to thank my TOs. Like that's so important.
And like ultimately, like I don't know if I'll ever make a video where it genuinely like kind of shook me even recording. Like you know what I mean? Like the video definitely like ended on a hard note, and that's kind of cool. That like people could even leave being like, you know, I kind of teared up at the end. And I've never, I don't know if I'm ever gonna make another Melee video that's like that because it was genuine. You know, I'm never gonna try and force that emotion. Yeah. And I can understand where it's like it'd be so cool to make this video every single week, but I'm never gonna force that like.
And you should
hard thing.
But that's your subject too. You know, that's something you're ingrained in. Like TOing, that's your shit.
Yeah.
That's the thing. To go over a couple of things though, just mentioned this earlier. I don't know if it would clear it up for anybody else, but there's some confusion with the Kish brothers and that information and getting too much credit or.
No, I think the best way they put it is that slightly wrong on all the notes, but the song was there. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's all because of, and this we can even talk about this. It's kind of cool. All this information is secondhand information from people on Smashboards, or it's like a Nook covering it. Like shouts out a Nook. A Nook's done a huge part of covering like the whole thing.
Wait, what?
A Nook.
A Nook? I think like a small space.
No, like
Tom or
no, like
a Nook.
I
don't know.
A Nook? Oh, I know. Yes, I know this guy.
Stats.
Yeah, Stats. Yeah. How do I find his name? That's crazy. Anyway,
yeah, I think like all this information is secondhand. You know what I mean? And all of it's like not directly from the source because not like Kish Prime is listing out all of his accomplishments.
Yeah.
So that sucks. You know what I mean? Not having the ability to directly reach out to these people and get firsthand information kind of sucks. So that's why we're doing a thing. And I've like reached out to all these people who had positive reception to the TO video, and I want to create some form of content or some form of like group to where we can get actual verifiable information on like everything that we talk about.
No.
Not necessarily asking people to like proofread a thing, but just like the idea of asking Juggle Guy directly about like the Midwest pass or stuff like that. And I would love this to be like an open thing for, you know, the Melee content people who care about that type of stuff.
Let's create
I don't know.
Thanks, Pete.
Yeah, there was a slight complaint about a couple of the notes being off, and you know, hope to sort that out now with having direct info from people.
Absolutely.
And then the other big critique that I saw was that which we all saw coming. We talked about it in our own chat. Was EU snubbed?
Yeah.
Was Team Air? You know. I do want to say that, you know, in the video, if you watch it, number 0 covers kind of a lot of it, but also Team Air was dropped in a single line, which some people over in Europe felt was disrespectful. And, you know, they've been, I understand the frustration, and none of us have been to an EU event. So, you know, it's harder for us to say that. And this is our list. But how do you feel about that, Patty?
I don't even feel like they were frustrated because I felt like everyone kind of got it. Everyone was like, oh, yeah, like people from America probably haven't been to Air. Like, I get why. And honestly, it was like that, the whole thing that I just talked about times 2, to where it's just like, it's even more secondhand information because it's not like I had a direct in to like the UK Melee scene, and I barely knew of Cone honestly previously before that, and I feel like it's so sick that creating this video I became aware of Cone, and Cone has said yes to being a part of that group that I just talked about.
Yeah.
So that's dope because like I would love to like actually have this full EU representation. Obviously, like, you know, like I'm not gonna make a whole video that doesn't feature NA players unless there's like genuine passion behind it, and like I actually like fully know the stories and feel like an expert enough to cover them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's gonna be hard to get like, you know, like I know Middle East smashes a scene.
Yeah.
And like all these areas, so it's hard to grasp.
But we're taking the steps towards it.
Yeah, and getting that criticism. Hey, like, you know, Cone's important. Recognize Cone is like, dude, like we didn't know. Like,
Yeah. Thank you for telling. Like I appreciate it.
now we get that, and we guarantee that somewhere in the future we're gonna shout you out and we're gonna give you a spot in something because you are important, and like go, yeah, you know, like they could have made this past video, and you know we're maybe
Did you say that Middle East Smash?
Yeah, I know Middle East has a good Smash scene actually. Yeah,
Does it?
yeah.
Can you elaborate?
It's a decent one. Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about it. It's the thing I'm trying to say. Like I've heard about them.
I think I brought this up last week. I don't know though if I didn't. China has Rollback 64. Did I bring this up?
What?
That's cool.
No. You
Did they
China
play-
has like
Yeah.
secret Rollback 64, which is apparently almost impossible unless you fully understand the specific dialect of Chinese that they use. But like they're working on like a localization form, and apparently like it's almost like it uses the same similar thing as Rollback.
Is it for OG 64? Is it for this whole new?
It's not for remix. It's for 64.
It's regular 64.
Damn.
And apparently, like they just have the dopest 64 netplay connection possible right now, and then people are just figuring it out. Yeah, it was wild.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah! Put this shit on remix. I'll
That's
play
cool. That's cool. You got a fan in the chat, Ted. You got Crumbs 666.
Chat questions.
What's up?
Yes, chat questions. Keep them coming.
Anything you want to know?
Yeah, please. AMA. Anyway, happening right now is the Slippi qualifiers for East Coast. I believe tomorrow is the West Coast, and Friday will be the top 16 to decide who gets in for the qualifiers for the summit, the chance to get in the summit. And then Saturday is the final day, and that will be the end of it all. It's the end of the Slippi the month. I've really enjoyed every Sunday watching this, and it's been really it's good to have an eye on
Good
Melee.
Yep.
Good to have a best player of in the whole world a week. You know, Mango being once is awesome, and twice Zane. I know Mango's goal was to win 2 of them.
So maybe you can.
And Zane's goal was to win 3 of them. So hopefully one of them will be right.
Did you see that? Matt is gifted 112 gift subs
Yeah,
to the
he's
channel.
insane. He's an insane person.
Oh, God.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Matt.
as usual.
Matt, do you have any questions for us? let us know
Ask a question.
in the good
I'd
old.
love to answer a question.
Yeah, we're waiting on some. We're waiting on some. But other than that, I'm excited to see Matt's commentary of his weekend.
Absolutely.
You know, his first time looked pretty good, so can't wait to see.
He's going to fail this time.
And this time it's gonna suck, completely choke.
We'll be rooting you on in chat still.
I'm excited for Halloween this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And there's no temptation to go to parties or anything, so we can just TP houses.
Yeah.
Houses.
And they can't come out and chase us
Murder.
because it's COVID.
I
Yeah,
can't wait to kill people this weekend. It's gonna be so easy. No cops around. They're all afraid.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Cool.
What else? Any questions in the chat?
What up,
You better ask some questions.
Patty? I have a question for you.
I might show up.
So earlier, before we actually we started a little late today
Uh-huh.
because we were playing some Melee, you and
Oh,
I.
yes.
So and you wanted to show me this Kirby.
I did.
Can you tell me what about your Kirby do you like so much? What are you doing on NetPlay?
So much Kirby, and I think So, okay, all right, here, I have a thing, right? I don't believe that people are just incessantly rage quitting and not playing with these mid tiers, because the amount of friendlies I have played with people where it's my Kirby and I'm the one leaving after the game 3, like it's insane. Like they're staying with me every time. We're going to
be your Kirby.
Just close games, and like I think they think I'm a Kirby man every time, because I'm putting in work, bro. I'm pairing in cool ways. I'm doing down tilts. I think they believe that I'm a Kirby man.
Kirby down tilt, and I'm like, oh, that's a Kirby man.
That's Kirby man.
When I draw first blood on the Sheik, they're a little shook. They're like, whoa, okay, wait a minute. Never played against a Kirby, and they give me. It's like. Unranked is all based on the first 10 seconds of you playing.
True.
If you convince them you're a good player in that first 10 seconds, they just fully respect you for the rest of the game.
It's like a date.
It's insane. I can't believe it. Like, and I do it with different characters. I'll play Zelda, and if I bear them the first time, they're staying with me for 4 games. I'm the one who has to leave. They're convinced I'm a Zelda main, and they want to learn the Zelda matchup.
Are you still Patty?
Yeah, I'm just Patty.
Damn.
It's just me. I will never hide. I'm
That ain't a funny name.
no.
That ain't a funny Kirby name.
Patty.
Because I want to be held responsible for my worst points. You know what I mean?
No, I get
Yeah.
it. You
I
can't
just
hide behind the
boot-
veil.
There are countless times where I boot up net play without the intention to play melee. And I feel like I should be silently judged, at least, by the smurfs of the people that I know who run into me.
Think on your sins.
We were watching a TF2 video the other night that had a similar premise where it was a bingo. Can you explain it, Ted?
The TF2 bingo game. So there's all these like things that happen in. It was a star video, a stir underscore video.
Yeah.
For those who
Are familiar.
are familiar. But it was like a bingo board that he had on Photoshop, basically, next to him on his other monitor, and as things happened in the game, it'd be like person runs off cliff, or like people shoot at the invincible players, or
or people aren't playing the game we're playing.
yeah,
like they're just sitting in the spawn, not doing anything.
or people just Congo dancing and
Right, come. I see you in the chat. I see you said caribou time. Please explain caribou right now, because I have no idea what
Even I
caribou
forgot
time
what caribou
is.
was.
Yeah, I have no idea. I imagine it's fire based, right?
Why?
Because like you're burning a meat. Is that?
Nobody eats caribou.
My brain's ADD brain. Patty, scroll up in the chat. Let me see any questions we can grab. We're on questions. We're wrapping up. It's the end of the pod. If there's any sayings you want to say right now, this would be the time to say it. I think.
Meatball.
muscular meatball.
Muscular
Muscular meatball. Put muscular
meatball.
meatball in the comments.
Man,
below.
this far, and you want to drop a muscular meatball? I'll probably like it when I see it.
I'll see it. Then I'll like it.
Oh, okay. If you made it this far, I'll give you a hint for the next top 10 video.
Ooh, hint time.
An honorable mention in the video is at EVO 2013. I can't remember his name. It's like David Hicks or something like that.
Kelsey Hicks.
No,
Dave.
a guy who won American Idol previously got less than 129th for Melee bracket
Better
at
than
EVO
Hugs
2013.
at Evo.
No, it's less than 129th. It's the placing below 129th.
250.
It's like two.
Oh, below.
Yeah,
Radical.
but yeah, probably did better than most of the people commenting on the Reddit post about that.
So
Or
if
they
that's your hint. So
That's the honorable mention.
yeah. So maybe it's top 10 American Idol winners to enter Evo. Who knows? What are
Top 10 unexpected Evo run.
Number 1,
That might actually be
Sanjaya.
it. Sanjaya.
But yeah, this is scrolls to
That's awesome.
hey, we got some chat questions, right? Yeah,
You forgot what caribou was?
What is Ryan's costume?
Ryan's costume. All right, I will get up to show you.
Exciting.
I am a
Feet.
scorpion.
Feet on the pod.
Feet on the pod. This is my legs and my tail. I'm a scorpion.
There you go.
The bug.
Are you happy, chat?
The bug animal.
Arachnid.
Arachnid.
Do you not see caribou? Thoughts on Ryzen Gaming? I will turn this to Ted.
Big RG supporters here. Drop a RG in the chat. Ryzen Gaming. Ryzen Gaming took home a huge W at the Arcadian. We talked about it last week.
Is Ryzen Gaming a conglomerate of Project Worldwide, or is it the other way around?
I think Project Worldwide follows or fuck.
As an ex-member
under the
of Project
umbrella.
Worldwide,
Okay. Yeah, I hit him.
I think it's a defunct company that has filed for bankruptcy.
So wait, so is that
As far as I knew, Ryzen Gaming and Project Worldwide were kind of going head to head.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
I thought they were.
Waz was part of the Ryzen Gaming conglomerate. I sold Waz to Ryzen Gaming.
Ah, yes.
Seriously.
Did you get how much you sell it for, Ted?
Nothing.
Excellent.
I just wanted to be under the Ryzen Gaming management.
Well,
I mean, they're so great. It's like,
Yeah.
why would you want to be a part of Ryzen Gaming?
Now every Ryzen W is a win for Waz.
And what a big one from
you
last
sold
week.
your souls.
Yeah.
It's like a record company buying you out, and now you don't make.
Used to be
music
punk.
anymore. Yeah.
Me and Goy were talking about it. He's like, yeah. You just came up to me at some tournament. And you're like, hey, I got great news. I sold Waz to Ryzen Gaming.
Fuck yeah.
We got anything else here? Got anything else we can answer for the nice folks?
What's this now?
What are the best and worst GameCube colors? Ooh. I've wanted to get a bunch of GameCubes. I'm still in the hunt. I have one in my closet right now. It's a skinned GameCube.
This is my best pick.
It's got the some like Melee skin on the GameCube, and it's got characters on it that are not at any point in the game.
Oh yeah.
Like Diddy Kong is on it.
I've seen this skin on eBay a number of times.
That's so strange.
I think Matt had one.
I bought it. I was at our local Allston Village video game store, and I saw it, and I said, "I want the Melee GameCube." And they looked me dead in the eyes, and he goes, "It's not like a part of the GameCube. It's a sticker." And I was like, "Oh, well, I still want it, so give me that." But I didn't realize it was a sticker.
Mm-hmm.
But I have that. It's one of our backup cubes. It should be the cube in the living room, probably, huh?
Yeah.
We got my sticker cube out here.
I like Ted's
His
better.
legacy.
But I've always wanted an orange cube personally. I've never had that. I think orange cubes are pretty cool.
Orange spice is probably the worst. It just looks gross.
I love an orange spice.
Do you like orange
cube.
spice? I think it looks stupid.
They just stand out. It's like having a game sphere.
Yeah, I feel like they get gross though, or something. Like, something about that color of orange is like, I don't like it.
I like orange spice controllers too.
Not for me.
I'm pretty unbiased. I think they all look beautiful. I really like all the colors.
I like
the
a black
neutral.
cube,
The
of
neutral is
course.
good.
Like, there's not one I
Purple?
really don't like.
Purple cube.
Purple's
The
is
classic purple is
nice.
the best.
Yeah, it's really good.
IMO. Besides some rare ones.
No, a black cube or
Black Cube's good too.
Black cube's classic.
what's like the red one, the rare red one? It's like Gundam shit or
There's a
something.
teal one I like.
Ooh, I haven't seen that. Red one's a Game Sphere.
Yeah, what's the
Welcome to
controller?
GameSphere.
There's like the red controller.
No.
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 Nope.
Like the Mario one?
No, not the Club Mario one.
I don't know, man.
I forget what it's called. It's a rare one, but there's a GameCube that.
Wait, are you saying it's the Gundam one, right? I think I know what you're talking about.
I like red in general. So.
Oh, Ant has a crazy GameCube, bro.
And it's crazy everything.
Everything, yeah.
Bro.
And
Ant's GameCube. He has a GameCube that's gray with black pinstripes.
oh, I know this. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's from they made it for the Japanese Major League Baseball team. That won the World's Japanese World Series.
They won the World Series, and he bought one of those GameCubes.
That's sick.
Yeah,
and its setup is so dope. Love it.
and it's crazy. It's such a weird GameCube.
And the cues batting in the chat. Scroll up. Little scroll action.
I think we're good.
I think it's some.
I'll leave on this. Crimson Blur absolutely deserved to be number 10. The fact that he's even mentioned on the video deserves it. Be grateful. Be grateful.
Blur's very lucky he was number 10. He could have not been, in my honest opinion.
It could have been.
And he should fucking put some respect, as it were, on the Allston Melee name, because you put in so much time and effort and love into each one of those, and the fact that he even thought for a second that he could just talk shit.
I'll be completely honest. He definitely was like number 7 at some point.
He
And
was.
then I was like, oh, there's a
None of
funny
my
bit.
roof, he's not.
Your tweet though was so funny to him. I don't get too much into it, but it's just the smiley face, just being like, "Hey, Blur," like.
I didn't know if he knew, honestly.
And he responded. He was
didn't
like,
know if he
"Hey, you're beating a dead man here."
He knew.
They respect Blur, but also shut up.
It was. Hey, I think Blur personally is just doing his Blur thing, playing
He's
it up,
definitely doing his Blur thing.
and that's fine. I respect. That's your character. You got to be upset about it. That's fine. Let's close this out. The very last thing I want to say before we end is that we won't see you until November 4th, next Wednesday, and just that November 3rd is the last day to vote. So please vote for who you want to vote for. Voting's important. Please vote.
Let's get that Joe-mentum going. You know what I'm saying?
Please show momentum. Vote with kindness, right, Michael?
That fucking sucks. I hate celebrities. Shut the fuck up. He's British.
Let Harry Styles say what he wants.
Nah, fuck that.
Love you, hater.
Bye.
Suicide.